If you stay young, you probably won't get cancer. So there are a lot of foods you can eat that suppress tumors.
Today, we're going to dive into longevity expert Dr. David Sinclair's favorite foods and habits for fighting cancer cells. As an acclaimed researcher at Harvard Medical School, Dr. Sinclair is known for studying the biology of aging and how lifestyle choices can slow down disease.
The older you get, the more susceptible you are to cancer, because an old body doesn't kill cancer cells as well as a young body. We all have cancer cells in our body all the time. Every day we have cancer starting up and our bodies kill it. As we get older, our bodies don't do that. Our immune system goes down and cancer can now multiply. So if you stay young, you probably won't get cancer.
Our bodies don't suddenly develop cancer overnight. Every day, tiny abnormal cells appear, and in a healthy, youthful body, the immune system destroys them before they become a problem. But here's the challenge. As we age, our immune system weakens. Our body becomes less efficient at finding and eliminating those damaged cells, and that's when cancer risk increases. Dr. Sinclair and many longevity researchers emphasize a key principle. If we keep our metabolism and cells biologically younger, our body becomes better at stopping cancer cells early. And one of the most powerful ways to support that? The food we eat. And the number one food is low-fat, nutrient-dense, plant-based eating.
The low-fat, plant-based diets with high nutrition are the healthiest for cancer prevention. And there are two main things that happen there. Your metabolism, when you're on a plant-based and skipping a meal diet, it turns over proteins and makes you in a metabolism that cancer cells do not like.
Dr. David Sinclair often points out that eating mostly plant-based foods is one of the smartest ways to support your body's defenses against cancer. And the research behind that idea is pretty compelling. Fruits, vegetables, beans, and whole grains are loaded with natural plant compounds, things like flavonoids and glucosinolates, along with plenty of fiber. These nutrients act like protectors inside the body. They help neutralize harmful free radicals, reduce DNA damage, and may slow the growth of abnormal or cancer-like cells. Fiber also keeps digestion healthy, stabilizes blood sugar, supports gut health, and helps maintain a healthier weight, all factors linked to lower cancer risk. That's why organizations like the American Cancer Society recommend filling your plate with a generous amount of vegetables and fruit every day, while cutting back on sugary and highly processed foods. Researchers at Harvard also emphasize choosing whole plant foods over processed ones. Diets high in refined carbs and added sugars tend to drive inflammation and raise insulin and IGF levels, conditions that can encourage cells to grow and divide more rapidly than they should. By building meals around leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, legumes, nuts, seeds, and whole grains, you're supporting a steadier metabolism and a healthier internal environment. Plant-forward diets also naturally promote better weight control because they're lower in calorie density and gentler on blood sugar. Since excess body fat is strongly associated with several types of cancer, this becomes an important piece of the puzzle. So when Dr. Sinclair says he prefers eating plant-based to create a metabolism cancer cells don't like, he's reflecting a broader scientific perspective. The fiber, antioxidants, and protective compounds in whole plant foods help shift the body toward a state that's less supportive of cancer growth and more supportive of long-term cellular health. Number 2. Why cancer cells love sugar.
Cancer cells, by the way, love sugar. They live on sugar. And that's another reason why you should try to keep it low. Cancer cells won't grow as well.
You've probably heard the phrase, cancer cells love sugar, and Dr. Sinclair often recommends keeping sugar intake low. But here's what science really shows. Every cell in your body, including healthy ones, uses glucose as a primary fuel source. Stanford researchers explain that even if someone cuts carbohydrates completely, the body will still create glucose from protein and fat to keep the brain and organs functioning. So it isn't possible to literally starve cancer cells by removing all carbs from the diet, and going to extremes can actually deprive patients of important nutrients, especially during treatment. The real problem isn't natural sugars in whole foods, it's the overuse of refined sugar and ultra-processed products. Diets high in sweets, sugary drinks, and processed snacks contribute to weight gain, insulin resistance, and chronic inflammation, all factors associated with a higher risk of cancer. On the other hand, the naturally occurring sugars in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains come packaged with fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins. That fiber slows the rise in blood sugar and supports metabolic health. So the message isn't avoid carbs completely. It's about smart moderation. Keep enjoying whole fruits and plant-based carbohydrates, and focus on cutting back on sodas, desserts, and highly processed foods. Building your diet around nutrient-dense plant foods supports better long-term health without unnecessary restriction. Number 3. Powerful plant molecules, resveratrol and green tea.
The other thing that happens is that these molecules that you get from plants, resveratrol is one. Another one I'll mention is ECGC from green tea. I drink matcha tea most mornings, which is the very thick, dark green, creamy green tea. This ECGC has great anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer properties. And so there are a lot of foods you can eat that suppress tumors.
Resveratrol is a type of polyphenol found in foods like grapes, blueberries, peanuts, and cranberries. Studies show that it has strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects, and scientists are exploring its potential roles in healthy aging and cancer protection. Experts generally recommend getting it from natural food sources such as grape skins or berries rather than supplements, because supplements aren't tightly regulated and high doses may cause side effects. In laboratory and preclinical studies, resveratrol has been shown to slow cancer cell growth, reduce the spread of tumors, and encourage damaged or abnormal cells to self-destruct through processes like apoptosis and autophagy. These effects have been observed across several cancer types, including colon, lung, breast, and prostate, partly by influencing key cellular pathways. Some research also suggests that resveratrol may help support the immune system and even make certain cancer treatments work more effectively, though more human studies are still needed. So, including resveratrol-rich foods like grapes or peanuts in your diet may offer antioxidant benefits, but relying on high-dose supplements without medical guidance isn't recommended. EGCG and green tea. Dr. Sinclair is also a fan of matcha, a concentrated powdered green tea rich in a compound called EGCG epigallocatechin, 3-gallet. What makes this catechin so interesting? EGCG is the most abundant and active catechin in green tea. Green tea polyphenols have been shown to have antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and potential anti-cancer effects. Research suggests that EGCG can influence important signaling pathways in the body, helping regulate cell growth, triggering programmed cell death in abnormal cells, and reducing the formation of new blood vessels that tumors need to grow. Another fascinating area of research looks at how EGCG interacts with the gut microbiome. The bacteria in our gut can break EGCG down into metabolites that may have their own antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits, meaning a healthy, diverse gut microbiome may actually enhance the positive effects of green tea. You can get EGCG naturally by drinking matcha or brewed green tea, and smaller amounts are also found in white and oolong tea. For most people, 2 to 3 cups of green tea a day is considered safe, but high-dose EGCG supplements should be avoided unless a doctor recommends them. Green tea isn't a magic cure, but its polyphenols may help support the body by lowering oxidative stress and inflammation. It's a simple daily habit that fits well with Dr. Sinclair's philosophy of using nutrition to support long-term health and longevity.
If you eat plant-based food, you'll have better metabolism that doesn't allow cancers to grow, but you'll also have these molecules from plants that are anti-cancer.
What a Sinclair-style plate looks like. So what does this look like in everyday life? A diet inspired by Dr. Sinclair's approach typically emphasizes plenty of colorful vegetables and fruits, aiming for a few cups per day, legumes, nuts, seeds, and whole grains for fiber, protein, and steady metabolism, limited added sugars and processed foods, especially refined carbs and sweets, green tea or matcha for EGCG and anti-inflammatory polyphenols, resveratrol-rich foods like grapes, berries, and peanuts enjoyed in moderation, occasional fasting or time-restricted eating, when appropriate and guided by a professional, to support cellular cleanup processes such as autophagy. regular exercise, and Mediterranean-style eating to strengthen immunity and counteract age-related immune decline. This way of living isn't about quick fixes. It's about building daily habits that support cellular health, metabolism, and the body's natural defense systems over time. Dr. Sinclair also points out that cancer risk tends to rise as we get older, not just because cells age, but because the immune system becomes less effective at clearing abnormal cells. Immunology research supports this idea. As we age, the immune system goes through a process called immunosenescence. Both our innate and adaptive immune defenses gradually weaken. The body produces fewer new T and B cells, which means it becomes harder to mount strong immune responses against infections and against potentially cancerous cells. That's one reason why older adults are more vulnerable to illness and have a higher risk of certain cancers. The good news is that lifestyle can make a difference. Studies show that regular physical activity and dietary patterns similar to the Mediterranean diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, and healthy fats, can help reduce chronic inflammation and support healthier immune function. A diverse, well-nourished gut microbiome may also play a role in slowing immune decline as we age. In simple terms, staying active and eating a varied, plant-rich diet doesn't just provide anti-cancer nutrients, it helps keep the immune system biologically younger and more resilient. Your daily food choices are more powerful than most people realize. Eating for longevity isn't about strict rules, it's about supporting your body at the cellular level so it can protect you for years to come. If you found this video helpful, let me know in the comments. Which of these foods do you already eat, and which one will you start adding to your diet? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to spread awareness about science-backed nutrition and longevity. Stay healthy, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one. These foods don't replace medical treatment, but they help build an internal environment where your body can function at its best.